this up. So I need this here. I need that there. I closed my notes. God damn it. Okay, everything is set. And we will begin again with a recap of the events that happened in last session. It started when everyone had resurrected except for Max, but moments later Max also came back to life thanks to the Mythalar that used its last spark of magic to resurrect them. And everyone just was wondering where the hell you were, but decided to explore the area anyway and found a room with some tablets with some essence inside of them. And it took some time to you to figure that breaking the tablets would grant you the completed status on the test that you failed. Max did so with 3 of the tablets, given him the 4 uh, test completion mark, but in the process releasing some invisible stalkers that attacked you guys, but were dealt with successfully. After Max had all 4 quests or tests completed, the door in front of, or like side to the tablets opened up, revealing inside a lecter shaped like a claw that contained the codicil of white in there, as well as a ruby encased spider. Exploring further into the room, there was a room that had some icy shattered remains of other humanoid creatures that had entered, and Max heard this voice in his head offering power, but with the chance of dying. And the later is the one that happened, unfortunately. That brought the group to be scared of keep on exploring, but adventured into the very last unexplored room, being this the tomb of the Queen Vesaviken, which was a frost giant that ruled many years ago. And behind this room there was a very adorned kind of like altar that was holding a immense battle axe that Brutus came in contact with, and it shrunk to fit his size, discovering Vesaviken's berserker axe. After this, the group ventured out, discovering that this whole time everyone was just in the basement floor of Grim, and now everyone find themselves ready to leave, debating what to do next.
To the tower.
I do agree there, Brutus. We have to take him down back to the tower. With these notes, we might be able to get him back.
Let's hope.
How do we call the sea creature?
On a juke, we need a bell of some sort, and then hopefully we have something to feed her.
I thought we already made a deal. We can never get out of here.
Oh, you think we're trapped?
Yeah, we are. All these ships are trapped on this island. I'm quite sure we made a deal for her to stay. After all, we gave her two these squid people.
Well, do you remember our parking spot?
Yep, it is down to the southeast, just following the path.
Okay.
Venturing out of the fortress, I will speed through the travel process so Max is not left out of most part of the session. As I mentioned before ending last session, the mist that shrouds this island seems to have dissipated a little bit. So your travel back is not so treacherous. And because there was icy bricks leading a path, you just follow it and eventually get back to the place that you landed on. And you just stand there trying to figure out how to call Angaju, but
Angaju, come here.
Ah!
Right now.
Right where we left it.
Yeah, fantastic. How have you been? Why? I've been very good. Good. Let's go to the mainland.
Silent treatment.
And off
Silent
we are.
treatment with us.
I could not wish for a better place to park. Yeah? Where's Rudy at?
I don't have. I mean, I could call for Rudy, but I don't know if that'd be beneficial for us.
Yeah. Maybe she can drag us. Through the snow.
and yes, indeed, after some time, Angajuk appears, letting out this spit of water that immediately freezes and comes down as snow into the sea. But notices you just standing there. What the fuck is that route? Nice. And comes to pick you up. Asks how did it go? I don't see the rock anymore. And all this small talk that Angaju could have. But eventually, the hour-long or hours-long travel begins back to the shores of the Sea of Moving Ice in Icewind Dale. Once you arrive, you indeed take the road that you just drew on the map. And that takes you about maybe
A year.
talks in here, yes. Something like that.
A year.
It
That's what he said,
takes
Max.
you around 14 hours.
That's a hell of a
But
trek.
you eventually arrive at a place that is come to be familiar now. It is night is approaching. I will I will assume that you guys took a long rest somewhere along the way because the travel in Angajuk is like 8 hours and then 14 hours walking. There's has to be a long rest somewhere along the way. But you
Sure.
eventually arrive and you find yourselves on the outside of the upside down tower of Netheril.
Well, I didn't look forward to get back to this place, Brutus.
Mhm.
A lot of strange
Oh.
thing happens last time.
Yeah, it did. Do we have a mirror? In case that basilisk is back?
I don't think so. But we got a Professor Orb that can scout ahead at least. He should be
No.
pretty shiny. I can polish him up.
No. It's just the two of us. Well, I'm assuming Rain's
he's
with us,
sleeping.
but
Yeah, he's sleeping
I
in the.
I am worried about just you and I going down there. Because last time it did get a little hairy, but we should be all right.
We can stealth in. It's fine.
Both of you roll a d20.
Oh, that's my bad.
Hey, there we go. Good shit, Martok.
Oh, I think. Too bad.
It's not bad at all.
You, Martok, get this telepathic message out of the air that just arrives to your mind, and this voice sounds exactly like what is this called? Veline. And you get the words in your head. Today concludes the third day since you left. Don't think of running away with the book.
Oh. What about okay, Brutus didn't get shit.
You were the only target of the spell.
Yeah, we're on quite a bit of a timetable here, Brutus. I think we have angered the Red Wizard with a Bellini.
You also feel like you get to send a 25-word answer.
Aha. You know when you get a shit message on your phone? And you message back, stop sending messages to me? You know the best way for a sender not to know that you received the message is?
Don't reply.
Don't reply.
Answer back.
Don't answer back. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna answer back. Definitely not.
Are you sure? Maybe it says like Iser read your spell at 2:53 p.m. or something.
Yeah, it's yeah. It wasn't a very. It was kind of like a threat, Brutus, and I don't think I will be responding. I will be pretending like, yep, let's get underground. Hopefully, can't
Your
send
words
another
are
message.
just like the user you have tried to call is not available at the.
Yep.
The target of your spell was not able to receive your message.
Please cast again later.
Yeah. Okay,
I'll send a message back. I'm not available at the moment. Please reach out. 24 hours. Yeah, but yeah, it's no, I'm not gonna reply.
Okay. You see things are as you left them. All the doors that you opened are still open. And things don't seem to be disturbed.
Question is, are they? Let's move in here, Brutus.
Okay.
I'm quite sure we take the stairs down straight ahead, yeah? Is that stairs down, or is it a...
Oh yeah,
The stairs you remember that are blocked by rubble. They have been
Aha.
destroyed in
Oh, here's
You
the
remember
hole.
that
Yeah.
they-
Here's the hole. Yeah. So,
all right. After you.
you want you want you want to make a quick descent? If I fly off, you can hold on to my legs, and we can kind of like just drift down, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that
they just
sounds.
jumped off.
Oh hell no, I did not. Why would I do that without?
Okay.
That would be.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Even better. I get feather fall for 1 minute.
Oh okay. Well,
So
I
you
mean,
want
if it's
to-
not, how
Wait.
far down / up is it? 10 feet. Just save that. Let's just use a rope.
20 feet.
I'll use rope.
It's
think we'll be
3
fine
holes
there.
for going down, though.
Okay. Well, if you're okay using that.
Yeah. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
So you're gonna just
As long as we rush to the next hole.
you're gonna just jump straight down to the last floor.
With featherfall, yeah?
Okay. You graciously land in the uppermost, or in this case, lowermost level of the tower. And in front of you lies a perfect shaped stone statue of a basilisk.
Oh. There it is. Oh, sorry. Hey. We never explored this room.
I thought
Yes, you
we
did.
did. Yeah.
Are you sure?
This room is where it looks like
The
a
spirit.
it looks like a bedroom. All furniture has broken down, and there was a skeleton underneath a bed that you lifted up, and then a invisible force started attacking you. But in here, you see again the familiar room that with the golden disc in the middle and the runes all across the walls.
Hmm. Well, you want to pick up on Max's spell book and try to see what kind of notes he made?
I would guess that you studied his notes on the travel.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would have made you roll Arcana checks for it. I would say give me 3 Arcana checks
Whom?
to see how whoever's studying the book.
Let me see.
I mean, yeah, Martok, you would be more suited for this. I've never been the best with magic.
Yeah. I guess if it was athletics, I'd be fine. But yeah. And this is retroactive, right? Didn't.
I'm gonna assume the 3 checks and see how much you total. And
Okay.
based on that, will affect the result of the check on using the
Ooh.
thingy.
Gotcha.
Just-
The duality. The duality.
the duality of this campaign. So at first, this book appears to have absolute nonsense. Words that you don't even know that exist, and many modisms or idioms that you don't understand. Maybe because Max is a gnome, or maybe because he's a wizard. But whatever the case is, at first you struggle a lot studying these notes, but you are determined to bring your friend back. And during the last track of your travels, you focus really hard on studying it, and there's a regular understanding of the contents. But do you remember how the artifact works?
2 people,
If
life
not, I
energy,
can quickly roll
D100,
it.
I think.
Yeah, but in game.
No. It's just I got like a semi understanding how we did last time. Life energy of 2 beings, and we rolled a D100, and thingamajig happened. No, I think the D100 might have been the script.
Roll history, both of you.
I would like to bardically inspire Martok.
Okay.
Because I'm
Oh,
not gonna
sorry.
roll very
That's
well.
not it.
Yeah.
That's
1.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna roll very well, but
Marto gets a 9.
Below 19.
You remember that last time when you tried this on Stan's simulacrum, you remember that the object or the illusion, the target, has to be in the very middle of the golden disc.
Yeah.
Then the life energy of one living being has to be extracted. It causes damage, but is not immortal. And then the incantation has to be spoken.
Yeah.
You find Max's notes with the words in Laros, what they translate and how it's pronounced. I guess that's smart.
Yeah. Pretty good. Do you want to fish him out of the bag, Brutus?
I thought you brought the bag.
Oh yeah, I did.
I'll fish him out.
Imagine, we left the bag at Grimshackle.
I will fish Max out of the bag.
And you see the ice statue just thundering.
So I will cast a minor illusion to fill out the statue, so I don't miss any nook and cranny of how Max looked, because I'm so on remembering, so it doesn't come out the wrong way. Because it has to be an illusion.
It has to be an illusion. What's the illusion like?
It's a purple.
It's a minor illusion.
Yeah, it's a purple sheet around the statue, like a purple hue, like it's a specter in purple of Max. I can make him wave if you like.
I think we should just get him back.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'll start the incantation then.
As you start reading the incantation, you see flickering lights coming out of the runes all over the walls, and Brutus feels like a needle in his brain as you take 6 psychic damage, but you feel this is going towards the illusion that is being created of icy Max waving. And as you're reading these incantations, roll a d100.
Oh. Yeah. Yes! Ooh, yes! Woohoo!
Damn!
Yeah, that's what I needed.
The 2 times we've used this, we get a 97 and a
Yeah.
92.
You see the rune walls start light up and feel its energy into the golden disc, and the golden disc starts emanating this radiant light that engulfs the whole room in this magical brightness. As you see, the eyes stops being an illusion and becomes a moving ice creature that resembles Max. Max, introduce your new ice character.
The curse of the Frost Maiden still kind of like surging through my body, probably from like the ethereal realm. I've been just floating around. A piece of me still in the mortal plane that you tugged on to bring me back into this world. As I see that semblance of my own arcane energies being like reformed into this ice sculpture as my soul accepts it and returns back to it. I look down at my hands that are probably at least somewhat translucent. So I'm just like, well, I suppose.
And as you try to talk, you find that you cannot create any sounds.
Fine, we all have telepathy.
Mm-hmm.
Minor illusion says the image cannot create sounds, smells, or any sensory effects.
Well, I've got magic mouth, so.
That's what I was waiting for you to say.
If I was made out of illusion, is my mouth just always magical now? Fantastic.
You could say so.
I'm just gonna be like a false simile. I'm gonna have like mage hands, a magic mouth, an arcane eye. Just like slowly reassemble myself.
What did you say,
As I
Max?
look down and I try to speak, and you just kind of hear like the sound of ice grinding against itself. And then I cast message, and it looked and explain it all to you. It's just like, I think my predicament is worse than it was, but I will certainly take this. So thank you so much for saving my life and my soul.
You can add to your conditions cold immunity, fire vulnerability.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna crack a joke, but it was too cold. Yeah. Ugh.
Oh,
Do
your
you-
exhaustion is
so
gone.
are you a moving ice statue now? Like crystal? Like? Or how does it look?
Yeah, it is the same ice statue that you brought, but the illusion gave him movement.
Should I just take a long rest to get rid of my exhaustion? Because I don't know how it's not letting me remove it.
Okay.
I think it was gone, Max. Exhaustion.
Yeah, but like on my character sheet, it's not letting me like
Ah. Oh, so you have to take a long rest to delete it. Okay, gotcha.
delete it. Yeah. Or like 4 in a row. Oh, I'm not signed in. I was just looking at my
Oh.
character sheet, but I wasn't signed into D&D Beyond.
I think Brutus is stunned
All
beyond
right,
belief.
everyone, chill.
He's been completely stunned.
What do you mean? He's even smaller than he was.
I mean, yeah. Oh yeah, the illusion became reality, and you just remember me really short, so you kind of overshot it.
Holy shit, now he's big.
Well, I guess here's your notes back, Max. It was a tough read. You should probably make your handwriting a little bit more legible.
Or maybe it's the perfect spell book, so that way people don't steal his notes.
It's a two-edged sword, I guess.
If you're here, how do you feel?
It's strange. The Ice Maiden was destroyed, correct?
No.
No. Well, it's almost like I don't feel any of that creeping cold throughout this land anymore. But I have a feeling that that might have something more to do with my current state.
Oh, there won't be much cold anyway. But it's really troubling. Hopefully we can get you to some sort of a cleric that will be able to help you out. Properly heal his ailment.
What are they gonna do, Martok? You know many clerics that turn people from ice back to
Flesh?
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I've never heard of one, but it doesn't mean there isn't one.
Fair point.
I mean,
They're not gonna,
I guess
like,
it's really
melt.
good for hiding, right? So if you want to hide in the snow, I guess it's really good.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I imagine our trips through the icy tundra will be a lot easier now.
Yeah, just stay away from the campfire when we rest, I suppose.
This group just gets stranger and stranger by the day. But I'm all for it.
Should I just delete all of my non-magical items?
I guess so. Because they were turned into ice with you.
Mm-hmm.
Does Max need to eat any longer? How does he eat?
I would say you eat the snow.
Max is now opposed to defeating the frostbite. If we do that, he's gonna melt. So, well, it is nice to have you back.
Well, thanks. It's nice to be back. I hope I can at least not melt before we finish our quest.
Maybe there is some help within the Nether East Temple. They have some powerful magic, as far as I have heard from you.
That worries me.
Yeah.
It does. I mean, what kind of magic is in there?
Max?
What kind of magic is in where?
The Nether East Temple, or the Nether East City.
Well, what would I know about that, DM?
You know that there's magic far greater than anything seen in the current world.
As far as I'm aware, it's magic that's so far sequestered away from our history books. It's far more developed than we had ever been before.
Oh, that sounds terrifying and promising at the same time.
Yeah, magic that was so powerful. I heard tales of how it destroyed their very civilization.
Also,
Oh,
because you found a book about the Pharaoh in this very tower,
hmm.
you know that. Oh well, Professor Scand is there with you. He can just tell you.
Yeah, come
I
on,
always forget about
Scant.
it.
Come in.
Ah, didn't you hear me when I told the story of how one of them tried to become a god? But then the goddess of magic cut off all power from magic, the magic reef from the entire world. And that's what caused the nether cities to crash down into the earth. That's how powerful the nether's magic is.
I guess their arrogance got the best of them.
I think you're lagging, Martok.
Sounds fine.
Am I lagging then?
Probably.
Not for me.
Okay.
It's that Netherese magic. It's even messing with you.
Yeah, that's what happened when you try to cast a 12th level spell.
Well, maybe we shouldn't look to get Max back from there if that's the case. But what if it turns him from this and to like a Yeti or something? I don't know.
When as you guys enter the tower, Professor Scan just would say, "This is marvelous. I've never been into any physical, true, authentic Netherese ruins. I didn't know that it was so easy to access just here in Icewind Dale. But this is just the ruins of a fraction of their cities. The
What?
bulk of the magic is within the Ragged Glacier."
Why don't you take us on a tour and explain what the different rooms are and how they can benefit us and what the history is? Oh,
Where did this
Brutus
die?
died. Yeah. Too much lore. Too much lore.
I can certainly do so.
So as their empire was falling, their cities was falling. That's where we're in. But what is the function of this top floor?
These. Hold on, let me word this. This was most likely the study side of a powerful wizard that was trying to create new magic. The artifact that you just used, I'm impressed, it still functions.
So are we.
If I have to take a guess, the wizard was trying to create a spell to have illusions become reality. This was but a prototype of what the real spell could have done, or could do if it exists.
And where would this wizard keep all his secret scrolls?
If not in the library, in his personal dormitory. But seeing the state of ruin that this tower is in, I don't think much survived. And if it did, it has already been stolen, because it is not so hard to find this place.
I would have to agree. Are you able to scan the layout of this place? Like, I mean, we've been through it, and I mean, a lot of people have been through this place. You possibly can spot something we did not.
It would be wonderful for me to explore the halls of a Tower of Netheril.
Well, zoom through. There's a couple of more levels up if you just go through the holes. We'll try to climb out of it.
And you see a magical hand appear, grab himself, and start going around. And he explores the different rooms. Uh, in this floor doesn't appear to be anything like extraordinary. This is appears to just simply be a place to gather and eat and share. This was a dormitory, but well, this is a spiral
Staircase that
staircase,
broke
but
down. Okay.
yeah, broke down. So in this floor, there's little more of interest.
You want me to boost you up, Max?
Sure.
Second floor is
Yeah.
straight above this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go up.
Coming to this next floor, Professor Scan just flies himself around to investigate the area and just sees that many of the things are damaged beyond repair or recognition. There is uh, not only because of the crash, but also because of how much time it has passed. The pages have rotten down, the ink has come off the books. So he doesn't manage to find anything that is like worth keeping, except, well, not except, he just recognizes the rooms and starts talking about what they would have been used for. And in here, uh, he recognizes this place as kind of like an alchemy stance of some sorts, and would transmit the knowledge that the Nether is not only would increase their potential and knowledge in mm, magic, like the magic that you cast, but this also appears to be like a laboratory for someone to experiment with new potions.
Okay.
There's no sign that there's any recipe or any information of what kind of potions they were creating, and if we could recreate one of those potions.
All information seems to be lost.
It's a shame, Dr. Skent. Oh, Professor Skent. Well,
This might have been a tower away from the main building to have flown all the way here. Maybe the most inner structures were preserved better.
hmm.
That's why I have to see the buried city.
We all do. Yeah, that's why you're here to guide us.
You guys advancing to the next floor.
I'm boosting people up again to the next one. I think it's straight above us, the hole.
Okay. In this room is where Rain found the book about the Farim, and there are still some skeletal remains inside these cages, and Professor Scam would recognize them as Farim themselves. He would relay how these creatures are completely immune to any kind of magic, and they were the main threat for the Netherese. And this is because of these creatures was that Tarsus tried to become a god to smite them down.
So they
This
kept them in
seemed to
chain.
be
Yeah.
this seemed to be the creatures kept in these cages seemed to be kept as experiment subjects. Maybe they were trying to figure out why they were immune to this, to the weave of magic.
It's very interesting.
And we just see like bones here, or like
Yeah, the skeletal remains of creatures that you wouldn't recognize of anything that you've seen in here.
oh, I do want to try. I want to try casting Mage Hand to see if I can pick up one of these bones, or if the bones themselves are still immune to magic.
Me as a DM don't have an answer to that. And I don't think there's anything on the internet that says.
Fair.
Are fairy bones immune to magic?
Do you have an image of a fairy?
There was an image of a fairy in the book Rain God.
Okay. So they are intelligent beings that are immune to magic.
Not much research could be done on these creatures. They were heavily hostile, and all they seemed to want was to devour. If there is intelligent thinking behind those creatures is still unknown.
Did you get what you were searching for, Max?
Um, I mean, yeah, I don't think
I would
there's
say
a
you
whole.
managed to pick up the bone, but it looks very kind of like fossilized.
Got it.
So if it had any properties, it most likely were lost.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot to learn from here. Just
Hmm.
like lost knowledge.
Yeah. Well, I think we should go to the real tower, the real city. That's where we can find the real answers to what happened to them.
I've been waiting for this since ever you picked me up. Come on.
How would we
Is
even
there
get
anything
there?
that's holding you back? Use your feet, son.
I guess. Well, let's go out trudging in the snow then.
Yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Ah, it does, right?
No,
How?
it sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. How long of a walk are we looking at here? That's the rugged glacier where we're going, but it's a big ass glacier.
What do you think?
I would say that if I were to be in the rugged glacier, I would be by a freshwater supply. That way means 1 out of 5 entrances. So we'd be either here, 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 or here. But I don't know which one to pick. I don't know if we have a map at all. Is there a map in
I'd
the
say
book?
you have one on you. What book?
Codicil of White?
Nope.
That one doesn't say.
So what are you
Oh.
doing? The night seems to be approaching once more.
I mean, Professor Orb, do you know how to get to? Do you know how to get there?
I personally don't know the geography of Icewind Dale and much less of the Ragged Glacier. My
If you
plan
had a
was to get here with Veline before I was before we got separated.
Do you know anything of the star maps around that area? Would you be able to recognize celestial patterns around it?
I'm not too fond on what is this called? The science of the stars? The
Astrology.
pseudoscience?
No, me.
I'm not too fond on astronomy.
Well, then my star map won't be of much help.
Veline said she had discovered an entrance to the to the buried city underneath the Ragged Glacier, and that we needed the Codicil of White.
Hmm. Well, the trouble is that if we go back to her, she will probably take us there and then kill us. I don't know how powerful she is, but she was powerful enough to be a red wizard. And she's in Tervaline. So how do we get the information out of her?
She's in Bryn Shander.
Oh, she is? Ah, she traveled
Yeah,
back.
when you guys left, she said, "I'm gonna be in Bryn Shander helping folk out."
How long did I have to respond to that 25-word message?
Is immediately like you have to respond on
Ah.
the spot.
Oh well. What's done, it's done. Are there any gods we can pray to get a hint?
What was it?
No, I was exploring options out loud.
Oh, okay.
Well, it will be really embarrassing to go back there, but yeah, I don't see another way of going. No one else has a lead on where to go.
The Ragged Glacier is a huge place. Trying what is it called again? The Frost Maidens. Trying the Frost Maidens poem on every track of the glacier would take ages, and I don't think you live that long.
Possibly not.
I'm not quite sure how long I live now.
You are a lucky example of the Nether's powers. Now imagine what you could find inside the city.
Very true. It's a wizard's playground to find those kinds of runes.
Don't go about making any more deals. Well, I guess we're going back to Bernchander. Let's see. Unless magically our friend the Loth follower is showing up in seconds here. 3 more minutes, rank. Come on and save us.
So you guys are headed back to Brunchander.
Hey, you out again. Do you think, guys, it's any way for us to get a lead without using her?
I feel like that's where we are being pushed.
Yeah. Yep. Let's go. Yeah, I'm up for going back then. Bernchander.
Okay. What road are you taking?
We're taking the easiest, least dangerous path back.
Which would be something like
Yeah, and then get to the road. Yeah.
this. Total time travel would be 12 hours. So you'd need 3 short rests, making it a 15-hour travel total. After about 4 hours of travel, you get the need to take a short rest, but it's exactly the same distance that you cover to get to Kerikonic. In here, you still see like approaching in at a distance. You still see the smoke coming out of the destroyed buildings. And as you approach further, this has become an abandoned town. Just rubble and destruction was left behind from the dragon's attack. And here in this somber scenery is where you take your first short rest. But after doing so, you resume your march.
Okay, can I have a discussion during the night?
Okay.
So Max, I take it you were gone for a bit.
Yeah. It almost felt like I was in kind of a limbo state, but yes.
And what did you see?
What did I see, DM?
What did you see? Is your character?
Alright. Well, for me, it probably would have been something along the lines of following the weave of magic in the path that I've been pulling upon it as an arcane user, drifting into the ethereal plane where my chest might have been floating around the path that you were following back to the tower, just kind of almost teleporting between points where I've cast major magic, visiting places like the Illithid ship where the fabricate happened, or various moments like that, just as spectating points. Not quite sure where it's leading to, but almost like having my life flash before me through my eyes, but from an arcane sense.
And in these travels where you cast magic, did you meet any specters? Anyone that's already passed on to the other side?
Would I have bumped into anyone else? I feel like that's DM.
Well,
Specifically, a specter of the Elistray that we don't know the name of. In the woods of Godsmead. Oh, yeah, exactly.
no, that's found elsewhere.
That's a shame. It's a shame.
But I would say that within your visions, you shared some moments with the real San, that one that actually died.
Okay. So, huh. Kind of pulls into question whether or not that simulacrum is a genuine copy or a new entity.
It does. But if you were on the other side talking to those Sam, what did you say about the rest of the Red Wizard? He at least seems to be a decent Red Wizard. But what are the motives of the other ones?
I'm not sure. For, I mean, I don't. I. It's one thing to see spirits in the afterlife, but I doubt I had any chance to converse.
Hmm. It is really fascinating, though.
Do you want to try it?
But no, that there is an afterlife. Who knows if there's an afterlife? We believe in an afterlife doesn't mean that there is one. But we got living
You
proof that someone has been to the afterlife.
Oh well, in D&D, it's like confirmed. There's literally heaven.
Oh, there is? Okay.
Yeah.
And even
you want to
living people
try
know
that?
there is heaven?
Yeah, because you've got Mount.
Huh.
Is it Mount Celeste?
Okay.
Yeah,
Huh.
and
Oh,
literally,
maybe
like, what is it?
Martok didn't know that and is new
Oh.
to that to him.
No, it was me out of character. You know, it
Yeah.
was a general knowledge for everyone that there is an afterlife.
Yeah, and there's the 9 hells.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then what is it? There's a bunch of really cool ones, like how there's actually like Valhalla, which is literally just like people who like fighting go to infinite fighting heaven.
Oh.
Which just so happens to uh mesh with the people who go to hell because they don't want to be in combat and they're just killed endlessly by the people who are in Valhalla.
Is it called Valhalla too?
I think it might be. I might be getting that wrong. There's something to do with the Beastlands that also overlaps with that, but that might also just be like creatures, like the creature version.
Hmm.
Huh.
Well, I knew that Mistra could bind her greatest servants to the weave. And they could pop up as servants in reality at the moment's notice to aid her cause. That's just like binding a soul to magic.
That would be quite interesting, learning how a soul could translate into pure arcane energy.
Yeah, it is. Quite cool. Well, thank you so much for the insight into the what you experienced, Max.
Of course.
And the DM has cast greater invisibility. Do you have instruments now, Bo? Or this is grunge?
No, it's not like I got equipment for taking a subclass.
Okay.
I have a broken lute if you want to hear me try to play that.
I mean, I guess bards can inspire with a lot of things, like speeches.
I know, yeah, I'm not
Poems.
really
It could be poems.
personally. I think playing a musical bard is very stereotypical. I don't think Brutus is I imagine him more as like he does now, just making shitty jokes. He's like a stand-up comedian bard.
That is not stereotypical. Yeah, I get you.
No. Hear me out. Opera singer.
Yeah. During combat.
Or like I played a bard that was a writer. I think that's cool too.
Hell yeah.
How did you inspire? By sending notes?
I wrote him short little speeches
Ah.
out of my book.
Wait. Yeah, that's new. Definitely a new twist. There's not many other things you can do, like write, speak, play.
Well, it just sucks. Like all the items are designed around being like a musical bard. There's very few that are for like other kinds of bards, like a public speaking bard or something. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the glory bard. That's like divine. It's dancing. That's a good one. I was an old school subclass in 3.5e that was called the Snowflake War Dancer. That was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Conan Exiles. The dancers on that game, if you piss them off, they have these daggers, and they would do these dance moves while they'd attack you to apply bleed, but like they would flip while striking you with the daggers.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the interruptions.
Yeah.
It's cool. I'll let it slide this time.
That gives more time for Rain to come in.
More time for
But anyway, after arriving to Karikonig, it's late at night. Do you push through the night or rest till morning?
Excuse me. I say we push onward.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay, following the beaten path that goes to Caer you see the big castle on the hill. It has markings of that is being attacked, but it hasn't caved into itself. It looks like it's still standing. The town, though, it is absolutely obliterated. There is not a single structure standing, and well, it appears to be lights coming from inside the Caer.
We'll go in and say hi. If anyone's left up here, they got to be survivors. We should ferry them off to the closest city that has some support.
Approaching. You make your way up the hill that leads to the keep, and the gates are closed. The iron bars block your way, and there doesn't appear to be uh, anyone standing guard until you hear from the walls upside someone say, "We will not yield. You..." Well, hold on, let me word this. Okay, he will say, "Again, we don't know where they are. We're still waiting for some sort of message. We're looking for them. But we don't have it. We don't have your book. We don't have your orb."
I'm gonna look around my fellow adventurers and see if they know what they're talking about. Brutus?
Why would I know?
Well, are we gonna pretend we know, or are we gonna tell them that we have no freaking clue?
I think you have us mistaken for somebody else.
Where do you come from?
Where I come from, why is that any of your concern?
He's gonna roll some insight against you. So
I'm
roll
being
something.
truthful. Why the fuck is it any of his concern where we come from? What am I rolling?
Deception.
How am I deceiving him? Okay.
Or
I'm just, I don't know. I suppose I'm kind of being deceptive by not telling him.
you seem to not have any idea what's happening. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
but
looks at you
but
and
this guy
recognizes that
does, and I'm gonna point at Max.
he recognizes you and you are Goliaths. So he will assume that you are not part of anything that's been going on, and he's gonna look to the inside of the keep and say, "We might need your help. Please come in." And he's gonna start rolling the crank that opens the gate to let you in.
And we have not met before when we rescued your keep last time.
I'm from Kerkonic. We're refugees in here, and yeah, we're refugees from the dragon's attack, but something else has happened ever since. Speaker
Uh-huh.
Kranok and Speaker Trovus are inside. Go talk to them.
Oh, Trovus is here, huh?
What the hell is he doing
Well,
here?
we brought some wine.
He's quitting, I thought. Last time we talked to him, wasn't he quitting?
I don't
Oh.
remember.
That's what he says. Anyways.
As he pulls his flask out.
I don't remember.
Yeah, it's what all the best diets have in common. They start tomorrow.
Yeah, true. Well, let's figure out what happened. Yeah, I want to know.
And with Strovig and whom else?
Kranok and Trovus. Kranok is the speaker of Karakonic, Trovus is the speaker of Karadin. No, the other way around. Karakonic is Kranok.
Trovus.
No, Karadinival is speaker Kranok.
Yeah.
And Karakonic is speaker Trovus.
Hmm.
But you go in and you see that some portions of the roof have destroyed holes in them. But because of the whole structure was made of stone, it keeps its shape and it wasn't destroyed by the dragon's attack.
Mm.
And as you make your way in, the doors to the main keep open, and you see the servants, or yeah, basically they're servants of Speaker Kranok open the gates for you, and they recognize you and say, the situation is dire. It's good that you came. And then an elderly woman says, the speakers are having a meeting upstairs. Let me guide you. And she takes you to. I'm gonna keep using this template. I'm in this scene, so just not to have the map in here. But she takes you upstairs to one of the bigger rooms, and in there you see some people that you have not seen. Some of them are dressed like captains in armor, and they have spears. They're sitting on a table. Speaker Kranok and Speaker Trovus are also present, and they are kind of like cracking their heads up on something. And in the table, there's like tokens to represent different things, and there's a map that you would recognize as the outside and the inside of Bryn Shander. And as you make your presence known, everyone turns to you, and you see that Travis is not in a drunken state. But he says, your timing couldn't be better. Are you aware of what's happening?
No, that's what we thought you could tell us.
We haven't been able to catch a breath. First the dragon attack, and then the red wizards. I don't know what we've done to deserve this. The red wizards, we thought we had dealt with them and showed them a clear message that they weren't allowed to mess with the Delphi. But they decided to strike in our weakest point. When most of 10 towns was taking refuge on Bryn Shander, they showed up and they have taken the town hostage. They say that so as long as we don't give them what they want, they will start doing bad things to our people.
What are their demands?
The speaker Krano will take the word and say, they're talking about this damn book. A book that is white as the snow and that has some sort of spell. Those greedy wizards always looking for that.
Don't suppose it's... No, I'm just kidding. I don't have the book.
So, you remember that basement you had with all that old adventuring gear? You don't happen to have any of that good old wizard slaying gear down there?
There's weapons, but there's nothing specialized against them. Just your regular military gear.
And the mind, not the mind link. I was about to say that. That's the different thing altogether. Telepathically to Max and Iser, I'm gonna suggest that we make a counterfeit of the counter seal of white to get close to the red wizards.
Oh yeah, easy.
I wonder who can do that. And you know what? The entire time, every time Max is gonna do something now, the only thing that plays in my head is Ice Ice Baby.
It's like ad libs when Max speaks.
Speaker Tropus takes the word again and says, we've been trying to make a plan of rescue. See if we can sneak or maybe go in by force or have anything for us, but
how many are there? Do you know?
We are unsure, but we saw 2 of them.
Okay.
There's also gargoyles.
A gargoyle?
There's 2 of them. They keep watch all of the time. They don't sleep.
Interesting.
They said
Brutus
if we
doesn't know
try
shit about
something,
that.
they said if we try something stupid, they will kill. They will start killing.
And you were talking about some other items when we came in. What were those items? You said you opened the gate and you said you have the crystal and the blah blah blah, something else.
No, there's like tokens to represent things. Like,
Hmm.
have you seen these planning maps where they say, "Okay, we come from this side," and then they put like some.
Aha.
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Okay. So since you are citizens of the 10 towns, do you know of any secret passage into Bryn Shander? Because there has to be a secret passage for the speaker to get out of town, even though it's, I mean, no one knows of the secret exit entrance. Is there anything they've done, tunnel down to have a somewhere we can pop up in the speaker's house?
In the southwest gate, there's a well. If you were to go inside, you could come back up from one of the wells inside of the city. But it is not very far from the gates of this of town. You might get seen by the gargoyles.
Well, depending on how things happen, that might be good if we could draw the attention of the gargoyles away while we make a central assault on the wizards themselves, depending on how things go.
We will help. We will
We
create a
appreciate that.
distraction.
We're gonna try, I think at least, to solve things differently to start, right? But
Great.
if worse comes to worse, that'll definitely, I think, be a good plan of action.
Are you gonna try diplomacy? We already did that. They will not.
Yeah.
They want a book and an orb.
Aha.
What exactly does this book look like that they want? Do they
They
know?
said, they said it's a white book. But they also said there's already someone bringing it in. And until that doesn't happen, they will not let go of the people.
How many people have been taken?
We are unsure. Everyone is trapped inside the walls.
Oh, you mean, okay. He means trapped like everyone here is trapped, not like they took a few hostages.
The whole town of Rinchander is at the mercy of those wizards.
Max, is there any way for you to shield our approach while going into the well?
From what kind? Like just conceal us or what?
Yes.
I mean, there are a few different ways. At least from divination magic, I know that I am safe.
Because
What
if we
else
are
do
to
we
enter
have?
a well from within the city and then pop up by the speaker's house or within the speaker's house, I don't remember which one it was, but
Oh, yeah, I got it. Cool, perfect. I have Nistol's magic aura. I can place an illusion of like whatever we want onto us so that anyone who is scrying on us or otherwise sees something completely fake.
Huh.
And it lasts 24 hours. It's a second level spell. No
Damn.
concentration.
That sounds perfect when trying to get into Wizard Keep. Now the secondary part is only how do we get the gargoyles' attention, and that was what we were discussing with Provost Brutus. Right?
Yeah, I think so. Does the town have any cattle or something? I don't know. What do gargoyles? I don't think they eat actually. But I was thinking a couple cattle or something. Make it look like they're wandering away. The gargoyles come to it.
I think they would take something more than that. They would take an actual person to approach, but we don't want anybody killed. So
Of course not. Of course not.
there has to be a reason for one of us to approach.
I'm gonna say within the mind link, we can make someone approach with that fake codicil of white to make sure that someone comes out. We surely would.
I agree. Even to check it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. I'm certain, at least I feel like there's no way that these wizards truly know what it looks like. So any sort of fake we bring them, I think we might be able to dupe them at least for a moment.
Can't you make a document appear like it's any document, Max, anyways? So that even if they look at the blank document, they think it's a codicil of white.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason we brought you back from the dead.
Make it till you make it is kind of my whole
thing.
So because that was set in your minds, Probus would have continued to say, there has to be a good enough reason for them to not kill the one who approaches and don't kill the ones that are inside.
Oh, so he's just asking us for proof that we can like fake our way through.
Or lead him in on a plan, maybe. I don't know how far we want to go. Because this is all in our mind. If we want to trust him, we will tell him what we're gonna do. If not, we will give him the fake one.
I mean, I could give him an example and just like perfectly mimic him and his ID.
Well, in my mind, we are getting Pro versus someone else to come with a present with a codicil of white. That is a fake one. While we use some way to get in without being seen through the well, pop up at the other side of the well. Either within, was it within Caden or outside the main house?
There is a well outside of the gates and then several wells inside the town.
Okay, so we could possibly find a well that's close to the... I would assume that they are holding people up in the Seeker's house. That's my assumption. And the question is, what do we do when we get in there? Just... It won't be pretty.
Well, regardless of what we do, I think we should rest first. I'm aching. We've been traveling and traveling and traveling.
Sure.
We haven't long rested, right? Since we got Max back, yeah?
Nope.
Nope.
Yeah, no. I would say that out loud. That
Did we rest,
rest.
on the elephant? I was about to say the whale. Yeah. But
In the way, the tower, yes, but from the tower onwards, no. But yeah, Grano would say, "You're all welcome in here ever since you rescued me and my people. Today is no exception. Please feel as comfortable as you can be during these circumstances.
Thank you.
Are we taking restroom break at the same time as the long rest?
Yeah, this is a good time for the session break.
Pew, 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 pew. Well, now my fighting style's fucking useless. That's awesome. And I don't have a shield. I'm hittable. Oh, wait. I feel like I'd rather have the shield, though, because then Shield Master is useless otherwise. Yeah. Fuck! Yeah. Hey, do you think that I use the Great Axe and give up my shield and Shield Master, or just use my Warhammer? Yeah, maybe not. Well, because it's also like using that, I also dueling is no longer worthy to me either. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I know. I used every fucking martial thing when I was a barbarian, which is kind of why I'm like, I don't know if I want to, because it's great, but it's also kind of boring.
Yeah.
But it also makes me swing harder.
Yep. Oh shoot, I have the wrong screen now. Let's see if I can fix that. Properties. Okay. Good. I did a mid session swap to my other screen, or I unhooked everything. So let's just hope it records. Yeah, it does. Perfect. Sitting down on the couch instead. See? Mhm. So what the heck do we do once we get in? If we get into the city. If it's swarming with red wizards.
True.
Because if we give
Man.
up the Codicil of White, they will get into the city of Netheril, which means that we possibly won't get in, or we will get in as slaves, or we will have to track them down and get in there somehow. Unless they make a perfect copy of the entire book, then they can get in and we can get in. But do we want them in there?
Well, do we know exactly what we're looking for, or are we literally just looking for the city?
Within the city should be the weapon that can defeat the Frost Maiden as a god. So there's enough power in there to defeat her. So that's why we're going in there. We're unlocking the city of Netheril to achieve enough power to defeat a god.
We're going to find the Sunblade, right?
Yeah, yep. That's what I said. I mean, when we went to that place and that thing was gonna happen from last session, I sent a message to Kid and I said, this is the fucking Mythalar, man. This is the exact same thing as the Mythalar. It's gonna be the exact same thing. That something happens, some divine shit, and it's gonna give us a boon. Yep.
Oh, were you talking about a Saturday session?
Yeah.
Dude, I told you, like, playing this and running costs, I'm like, man, there are a lot of similarities.
Yep. There sure is. There's a lot of similarities.
I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But yeah, you're
Awesome.
right. That Saturday, I was definitely like, this is exactly like when we got the Morning Lord's blessing.
It is, right?
What?
That's what I said.
Just talking about you, not to you. I'm just kidding. No, we were talking about how Saturday was a lot like getting the Morning Lord's blessing
Ah,
in the
the
game.
Morning Lords or Argynvost?
No, getting Argynvost's blessing was a lot like getting the Morning Lord's blessing.
We're talking
Ah,
about
yeah.
Very similar.
Morgenvost.
Morgenvost. Well, is
I also
everyone ready?
sent you a DM whenever you get a second to look at it.
Huh?
I said I sent you a DM whenever you get the chance to look at it.
Okay. You guys are level 9, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll figure something out and I will DM you back. The thing. What happened
Sounds good.
here? Okay. Everyone ready?
I believe so.
A new day rises up on Icewind Dale. And you see peeking out the windows of the castle, you see that The what should we call it? The mountain range of the spine of the world that is visible from everywhere in here. You see a faint glow lining the whole horizon, but doesn't seem to get any higher than that.
Where could that be? That's to the south. There's cities and regions down there. Why would there be a glow? Has the path opened up or is the path closed?
What do you mean?
It was just reflecting from my character.
Oh, okay.
You said it was a glow from the mountain range of the spine of the world, and the spine of the world is to the south, closing off Luskan, Silver Moon, and all those other cities. There is down to the south. There's this reflecting
Silvermoon?
what it could have been. It's closing off, or if it's opening up.
Oh, okay.
Do you know of this
Maybe
phenomenon,
it's
Max? Or Bruce?
I don't know anything of it, but maybe it's the frost maiden healing or something, drawing upon the power of the weather.
Yeah. What kind of glow is it? Yeah.
It reminds you like the glow of a sunrise, but it is a line, just a tiny faint of morning glow, but doesn't mean much.
Oh, that sounds hopeful. Almost like the sun is trying to pierce through.
You would get the sense of it.
Huh. Well, it is a good day.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I agree.
As you wake up and get out of your rooms, you are greeted by the different servants that still work in the car, and they offer you to just have breakfast and to take as much time as you want to go talk to the speakers.
Well, Bruce, do we tell them the truth, or do we like what is the plan here?
So, do we have a fake one made?
I don't know what Max has been doing throughout the night. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, sure.
You have
I can.
2 hours.
Yeah. Make a fake copy. Well, so this is a full book that they want like copied, right? So unfortunately, I don't actually have proficiency in like forging tools. I know, it's surprising. But I mean, yeah, and I don't think my psychic paper is quite big enough to duplicate a book.
But your psychic paper can pretend to be a book, or no?
Can it, DM?
It is a page.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's more like a ID card, kind of like, you know.
Oh, so we can use it like this. If you come with us, I'll show you the rest of the book, but we tore out a page. And this is that page. It's far-fetched, but yeah, I know. But
could make that
But
work.
maybe.
Eh.
Or maybe we get a little arts and craftsy and try to make one. If they've never seen the book, perhaps we could deceive them into thinking that whatever we bring them is the book.
That
Who's
is
to tell
true.
them otherwise?
Oh,
And then Max, you could make it seem magical, right? And that way
and
it at least gives off the illusion.
I could make it convincing enough with fabricate and
do you have
like
arcane
a
lock,
normal
Max?
one. Arcane lock. What level is that?
Level 2 or 3?
Arcane. I don't think I do.
I was figuring if you make the book cover out of your page and then arcane lock the book so they can't open it, they could think it's a damn book without it's just blank pages throughout. That was my thought.
I mean, a better thing is we could do like illusory script on it and say that there's some kind of arcane cipher on it that we can't break through.
Oh, that's nice. Because they haven't seen it either, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like we're putting a lot of our eggs into the basket on that, but
Well, the question is, how long do we need to fool them? How long does it take to get into well, out of the well, and then save the village?
well, I say that if things start to go bad, I could try to hold one of them. I've got the magic to try that at least, but if things go tits up, we could do what we do best.
I can hold 2 of them.
Oh, okay, mister.
We can hold 3 total.
Oh, I can as well. I can hold 4. But here's the thing. I know that wizards are quite smart, and I am not the smartest. They might be able to fend off my magic. But if that happens, I've got, let me say her name right, Vesevikin's Berserker Axe here. And we could just start laying into them.
They are red wizards after all.
What does that mean? Are they immune to my
No,
axe?
what I mean is they deserve what is coming to them for the balance of the world. It's they are a force of evil.
I agree. Anyone who takes over a whole town is pretty evil in my book. They're holding them hostage. I think we need to get them back. That's my number one goal, is to make sure they don't die.
Huh. You know, I also have high enough spellcasting now. I could turn us all invisible for an hour.
I was waiting for it for half an hour. I didn't want to go through it, but yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
You sneak into the damn town. Woohoo!
But you forget, we still need to be quiet if we're invisible.
Very true.
Let's see.
Got so many goddamn spells, I can barely keep track of them anymore.
Try and see if there's anything that can help at all. But yeah. How much?
We should decide quick, though. I worry that they'll start to get antsy if they don't get what they desire soon.
Let's just make it for Bryn Chandra then. And do we give them the psychic or the paper and book as well, Max, or we're just trying to get in there visibly?
I feel like we shouldn't overcomplicate this. Sneaking in on our own, I feel like would be a good idea. Without the book.
Yeah, so let's just make haste.
Yeah, the two
So
different
you're
layers.
living, and what are you telling the residents of the keep? Just nothing?
Good luck. No.
Well, no, I'm gonna. I think that we should tell them that we are attempting for a rescue mission, and we would like a diversion.
Remember, if you do something stupid, they will kill people.
Well, if we do nothing, they will still kill people. Our objective is to save as many as we can, if not all.
They're waiting on the arrival of these items.
Well, they never. I mean, what was the time frame that they gave you? Was it simply release them when they get the items?
That's all we were told.
Well, then it seems like presenting these items to them is just what do they have to gain from giving you your captives back in the first place? These are evil entities we're talking about, after all. What's to say they're not just going to kill them as soon as they have what they want?
It is tough decision.
Is a fair point.
What does this rescue mission consist of?
Well, us going in as the, I don't know how you explain invisibility, guise of something, sneaking into the city, and rescuing the prisoners, while dispatching of as many wizards as we can from within, without being too loud. And while rescuing people, we have more people on our side to fight the battle.
How is that any difference that how is that any different than what we could try?
Because then you don't get yourselves in danger's way.
I
You
had a
said
word in my head, but hold on, I forgot it. It is no honor to have. It is not honor to have someone risk their own lives while trying to rescue our people. I will go with you.
Well, you've proven really useful in the past, Rose. I really appreciate it.
I'll just get my things ready. And he will go to another room. And after 5 or 6 minutes, you see Travis come back out, and this time has his battle gear, his armor, and has a, I forgot what weapon he's got. Hold
Rusted
on.
crossbow, wasn't it?
He has a heavy crossbow, but he's also got a long sword on him.
And he brought me a +1 plate armor, right?
Yeah.
My equipment, if not destroyed, is still in my basement. I haven't been able to return since the dragon's attack. I left in a hurry so I couldn't salvage anything.
We can dig it up. Anything useful that can be used that would aid us.
If you're
If there
willing
is
to take the
anything.
detour.
Well, it's not a detour, it's through that town. Along the road,
You
right?
you are in Caer Dineval,
Yeah.
And Cariconic is Travis's
North
home.
of it. Oh, okay. All right. Got it mixed up. I got this map upside down. That's my bad.
Whenever you're ready to depart.
Should I summon Rudy? Or do we have riding dogs we can borrow? Not riding dogs, but sled dogs.
Sadly, most of our animals died during the dragon's attack.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I possibly would want Rudy to drag us along then for us to spend as many as few resources as possible.
Oh, so I can use them. Okay.
I just wonder if you want to use your cool mount, use your cool mount, man.
Hey
I'm just
DM,
fucking with you.
Yes.
am I still a creature or am I a construct?
Ooh, immune to whole person, immune to paralysis, immune to immune to
Doesn't need to
confusion.
eat
Yeah,
or
sleep
breathe.
or sleep or breathe.
You're-
Yeah,
You're an
completely.
elemental.
I am an elemental. Ice elemental.
That sounds really beneficial.
Sounds like we're gonna not be allowed in some places.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's an upgrade.
when has me not being allowed in places ever stopped me
Yeah,
from
yeah,
being in those places?
Stay frosty.
Okay, so you get really ready. You manage to get a undamaged sled from inside the car because everything else outside is just destroyed and in ruins. And how much can Rudy drag?
A million
4x
pounds. We decided.
4x strength score.
That sounds enough.
I think it's 1,500 pounds or something crazy. Drag.
What's he based on? A deer
Is reindeer.
or a reindeer? That's right. That's an actual thing. I thought that was a. Why
I
do you
thought you
like
based
this
it on the
game,
horse.
Julian? No. It was based off a reindeer, which was added in this, but it uses an elk. That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh, an elk.
16 strength. Carry the one.
How much a Goliath weighs again?
I weigh a decent amount.
Yep.
Brutus weighs a little bit too.
If Rudy doesn't weigh. Rudy doesn't drag her own weight.
Brutus weighs 295.
Oh, I thought it was 400 something.
Whoa, dude!
Wow,
Come on.
Jesus Christ, man.
Big boy.
That's like 175 kilograms. That's not it. I'm oh shit, I'm 285. Yeah.
With all of my non-magical equipment gone, I'm only carrying like 15 pounds.
Rest in peace.
Uh,
Well, yeah, I would say Rudy is dragging like is forcing herself or himself. What's Rudy?
I suppose it doesn't really matter. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
It's an animal, right? So it's
Look down and find out.
Well, I would say itself. It's forcing itself, but is able to carry this lead. And where do you guys want to stop before? Like, you guys want to get right into bring Shander in the sled or get off before
Oh, no, we
hitting?
definitely want to get off before so they don't see us.
Yeah, before, yeah.
Okay.
Before.
So you how many 100 feet?
5.
500 feet. Okay. You dismount 500 feet from Bryn Shander, and well, this is what you can see.
Huh.
You arrive from the what gate? From the east way, but because Strobus is with you, he will tell you that the well is at the southwest gate. So you successfully are half a kilometer away from the gates, and you go round. And now it's just a straight line towards the well.
Oh, we're gonna huddle up along the wall, or what? At which point? Oh, how long is how long is Invis? Is it 1 hour or more?
It's an hour.
Okay.
Do you still want me to do the magic aura as well?
Wait, I think we're over. They said they're looking for an orb too. Do we have something to fool them with that?
Thought we were gonna sneak in. They never knew we
Oh,
were
okay.
here.
Okay. I'll be
Well,
quiet.
Holding my hands up towards my forehead. The orb is
Oh,
the
yeah.
professor orb, right? So
From your backpack.
I'm gonna seal the
From your
backpack
backpack.
real good so it doesn't pop out.
You hear a muffled voice.
And I see that it's supposed to be a funny outdoors. And I already made the city now. They let them go and back in this day too.
Got it.
And they get it, that's all.
Yep. Good.
Does he have a mouth we can put a sock in?
No, I don't think so.
Corvus just looks weird at you and says, "What is that? Why is your backpack talking?"
Yep, it's one of those magic mouths that we picked up.
That would be very inconvenient if you want to sneak in. Just toss it out here.
Oh, it might be useful in the future. I'll just put a sock in him. I'm gonna put him in a sock.
And as you try to do it, it tries to resist, but the mage hand is not as strong as a physical hand, and you manage to put him inside something else, and it sounds even more muffled, but you can still hear.
All right. Next step, I snap my fingers and my arcane chest appears. All right, throw him in the chest.
Yeah. Throw him in the chest.
And then snap my finger
And then shuts shuts, and you no longer hear Professor Scan.
Alright.
Well, are we now invisible, all of us, or everyone but Travis?
Yeah. I was asking. Should I also do the magic aura as well?
Oh yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
just
Is it beneficial for us? Really nice, right?
Yeah, I mean anyone who I basically just make a fake version of anyone that tries to use scrying magic on us.
Ooh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
What level did you cast invisibility?
How many of us are there? There's me, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of us, so I'd have to cast it at the 5th level.
Rain is also in here.
Oh, he's not. Not right now, anyway. He can walk on walls and shit and sneak. I think Rain is the sneakiest of us all.
Okay, Rain will say something like, "I will wait outside. Maybe I can get a
Can't Rain
Sneak.
cast invisibility?
He got the
Or
sneak
am I
No.
cloak and the sneak boots, and he can walk on walls. I think he can make it
Mhm.
in. I got a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that feels like a very Rain thing to do.
Yeah, not the first time.
Yeah, he will sneak from the outside while you get from the inside.
Alright, and then so invisibility at the 5th level to make everyone invisible except Rain. And then yeah, it's just a 2nd level spell every time I cast the magic aura on someone, so as many of us as want that, it would be a little bit costly. Like I could just save the spell slots if we're confident.
I still
What do you
think we need
think?
the 5th for Travis, but it's 4 total anyway. Otherwise, it would be 5.
Invisibility is a 2nd level spell, so it starts at 2nd and is 1 additional target per level. So it's 1 target,
Yeah,
2
so
targets,
5.
3 targets, 4
We have to
targets.
cast it at 5 max to cover Travis
Yeah.
plus me, you.
I did. Yeah, that's what I was
Bruce.
saying.
Yeah, that's what he
Okay,
said.
okay. Gotcha.
So I feel like my aura has already drastically changed. So I won't cast it on myself. What are the odds they even? Well, actually, I have the non-detection. I shouldn't even be worried.
Can you link the aura spell?
Yeah. There you go. I could just make us all, like make you all appear as red wizards.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, I remember now.
What do you think?
Invis or red
We don't
wizard?
we don't technically even need this. This is just if this is if someone's using divination magic on us.
Wow. I just thought it was cool that if you wanted to use, because I don't see. Well, maybe we'll use it later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll go without. I think I'll save my 2nd level spell slots.
Okay. So you approach.
Yeah.
And as you get closer to the wall of Bryn Shander, you approach from this side, and I'm gonna roll to see the position of the gargoyles. So that's 1. And that's the 2nd. As you approach, you see a gargoyle like flying, making rounds on this side, like from pink to pink, like from here to here. And it just flies back and forth.
At what speed and how often is it frequenting the southern area?
It takes 1 minute to take. The gargoyle takes 1 minute to get from point to point. So it's 1 minute and then 1 minute.
We can always move while he's back at Sorts.
Yeah. As long as. Well, I don't know how he'd hear me or us that far away anyway. Unless, I don't know. I'm just worried. I'm not the best at sneaking.
Yeah.
Now that you're closer, you notice that the doors are closed.
Let's just climb the wall. There's no other way around, right?
You have the well right here.
Oh, we do have. I thought you said the well was on the inside, and we have to go from the inside to the inside.
There is one well outside of the walls, and then 4 wells
Ah.
inside of the walls.
Oh yeah, let's go for the well.
Well, down the hatch.
Well, well, well.
Oh.
Well. You
Well,
wait until
there's
the
4
gargoyle.
wells instead.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You wait until the gargoyle is the furthest point away and make your way inside the well, but you peek down, and even the ones of you that have dark vision don't see the bottom of it. How do you go down?
Shoot. Max, what is the rule for invis? Can I cast spells?
No.
Shit. I could have feather fold us down.
I mean, you got rope.
Yep.
Time's ticking, and it takes 1 minute to the gargoyle to come back.
There's just rope down. Tie off the rope to the well wooden structure and start climbing.
Actually, it's a well. Isn't there like, a rope already with a bucket?
There is.
Huh.
We should go all the way to the bottom.
So as you try to grab onto this rope and descend, everyone makes me a dex check or acrobatic.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
Like it's an
My-
athletics check. Yeah, I know.
Well, no, I feel like it would be something dexterous because we might break the rope. Martok, we're huge. It's probably not used to having 280 plus pounds
It's
tugging on
fine,
this
it's
fucking
fine.
rope. Nay, nice.
Oh, nailed it.
Hey, I didn't do terrible.
Martok graciously descends down the rope. And Max tries to follow the lead, manages to do it, but doesn't look that cool doing it.
Definitely
then-
not elegant.
Oh, you just slide down because you're now ice.
I'm not used to how slick my hands are, and I go way too
Exactly.
Holding on
And
is
then-
gliding up the rope.
Brutus comes last and tries to imitate you guys, but his clumsy nature makes him slip down the very last trek.
Do I take damage?
You take 8 bludgeoning damage from a
Holy
30 feet
cow.
fall. You after
Can
the
I
both of you have descended, you hear just something, and Brutus falls down.
Yikes.
Ugh. I'm gonna harden my skin as I hit the ground.
Ooh.
Wow. Nice.
And I'll try. Can I try to roll a performance to make it look like that was planned? As I try to regain my footing as I fly past these guys.
Go ahead. You hit your the ground just face first, but then you stand up and go like, I didn't feel anything.
Oh.
But you now find yourselves in a dark pit. Some of the water has been frozen, but there is certainly some cavern-looking passage that goes into this direction. But then, at some point, it breaks into more passages. This looks like a whole system of underground caverns. The water is low enough so you can keep your heads up, but for the Goliaths, it is certainly a reduced space to move through. So this would be difficult terrain as you are squeezing in.
Hmm.
So I will ask you to go left or right a total of 4 times, depending on your answers, is the well that you will come out of.
So
Okay.
I guess we don't really know where the other wells in the map are anyway, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a specific spot we want to come up out of?
Here.
Okay. I will not cast. We're invisible. Proceed.
Okay, left or right? First turn.
I vote for right.
One for right.
Depends really on which. I mean, when we got down to the tunnel, could we see in which direction this initial well went? That didn't go this way. I mean, is it going north, the original well, or not?
The bifurcation, I don't think that's a word. The splits in the cavern are not like this or that. It is more like shit. Look at what you make me do.
Oh yeah,
It is
the
more like
well goes like this,
straight
and we have to take a left or
curve
right.
and then left or right. So you don't really know where you are.
Well, it's a coin toss then.
Nobody else voted.
I trust Martok's judgment, and yeah.
So first turn to the right, and eventually you get onto your second turn.
I'm gonna go left, right, and hope for the best. Or right, left, right, whatever, whichever it is.
Second turn is left. Third turn is right. And fourth turn is left. You guys come out of this well. And coming out, you don't see people around. The houses around you don't have activity coming from inside. They look like they have been emptied. And this portion of town looks rather abandoned.
We're currently around here, right?
You came out of this exact precise well. You see the
okay,
tiny
that one.
circle.
Gotcha. And we want to come out of this well. Is that it? Is that a well?
Yep.
Aha. Well, do we go above ground from here? Or at least inside the city? Maybe the guards can't see us from here. Well, possibly not, but need to make our way towards the main building.
Should be at least easier to navigate from here.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so since you're walking on the surface, roll your perspective stealth checks to see how little noise you make while moving. I believe you have advantage for being invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, do we?
Thank God. I'll just roll straight then.
Jesus.
Yep.
I'm gonna re-roll mine.
Second. I didn't roll mine. Right click. Aha, advantage. Oh, it should be a. Yeah, it's 9. Ooh. Okay, you rolled 3. I guess we're silent then. Did everyone just die? No?
Welcome back.
Strange. I had everything going and yeah, it just stopped getting any sounds. Yeah, I thought it was like, okay, we're silent then. After waiting for 30 seconds.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Max drew a route.
Yep.
Do you go with it, or do you want to propose another
Sure.
plan?
Oh, it sounds great.
Okay, as you walk down these alleys, more of these streets look the same. They don't seem to have much activity. But as you get to this point, you can devise a massive crowd of people right here in the middle of town.
Mm.
They are like as close as they can to each other and like very crowded.
What?
Do you just continue your route?
A chat message.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, so we see a giant group of people. Yeah, I think we just continue. Those are probably the captives.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And as you come out this corner, I'm gonna roll perception for someone. Or no, not roll perception because she's not actively looking. More like her passive perception. To see if she detects any bypassers. Where's the map? Here. Yep. She perceives you, and you see Villeneuve is facing the crowd of people and looking around to see that everything's in order. But then she notices some clunking of metal going around, and she turns around. And as she sees nothing, she will say out loud, "Show yourselves, or the citizens die."
Do you
I'm so half tempted to go into combat, man. I'm just gonna do hold person. That's it.
wait, hold up. Like freaking.
Should I suggest her to stand down?
Wait, hold up. So,
What?
So these are these are people that follow the Ice Queen at some point, right?
No, don't look at that yet.
I'm
Uh,
closing my eyes. I'm closing my eyes.
DM, are these people that have worshipped like the Ice Queen at all that we know of, or is this like a third, like a second bad group?
They're third party.
These are
They,
the red wizards. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
red
then
wizards
never
if
mind.
they just basically want to amass power and enslave people and be, well, as bad wizards can be, like lawful
Alright.
evil wizards.
I'm gonna rub my hands together and do my do my thing as I'm gonna say I'm going to reveal just myself by so if I cast a spell, it only gets rid of the invisibility for me, not everyone, right?
Is it concentration?
No.
Well, it is concentration, but I can cast a spell and maintain concentration on another spell.
Well, is
Yeah,
this
that's true.
concentration?
I'm talking about invisibilities like stipulations. Let me put it in this chat.
I didn't think it was concentration.
Yep.
It is.
It is. Yeah. Oh, I'll be damned.
The spell
Yeah,
ends for a target that attacks or casts a spell.
Okay, yeah, you can cast a spell, but if you break concentration, the rest go visible.
Yeah. So I am going to reveal myself by subtly spellcasting suggestion. And as I reveal myself, I'm going to say, do I really look like I'm with those people? Standing before her as an ice elemental, and say, I'm here for my own reasons. The Ice Queen sends her regards. We have many things to discuss.
That's a statement, not a suggestion.
Well then, in that case, I'll say that, and then the suggestion will be, drop the hostility and listen to me.
Is that what save?
Wisdom.
What's your DC?
15.
Ooh, she misses. And she has a hand up against the crowd, ready to do something that you do not know of, but as this ice golem, well, miniature golem reveals itself, she doesn't recognize you as one of the people that she sent to recover this book, and looks at you and says, "What's the Ice Maiden has to discuss with me?"
As I'm also doing this, and I'm just like a quick message to the rest of the group, just like go, keep going.
I was about to hack her down while you had to suggest it from the back. But yeah, let's keep going for this.
Roll another what is
Force.
it called?
Yeah.
Another stealth.
Yeah.
To see how well you get out of this. Not awfully bad.
Not awfully good either.
Perfectly average as all things should be.
Yeah.
And you walk by, and Villainous' attention seems to be fixed on Max.
Oh.
And where are you heading?
Speaker's house. Town's hall, whatever it's called.
Okay, it is.
We can't just leave Max.
1 or
I
2
say,
blocks away.
Well, that was his
do we go on
instructions
without
in
him?
our head, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I still just don't feel good about it. But okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as Martok and Brutus makes their way, what is your conversation with Veline? She just said, "What's the Ice Maiden want of me?"
It's come to our attention that you are after some rather choice artifacts. The Ice Maiden sees you threatening the people of this town. She would rather keep them in their suspended terror and panic rather than having you kill them off and be done with it. It's against her it's against her ambitions to have this all done away with. This is a torture for her, and you're getting in the way of that. Now, we can make a deal if you'd like, and as proof of this sentiment, she has brought you a piece of the desired artifact. As I wave the psychic paper and make it look like a single page from this desired book.
Nice.
Give me a second.
Sweating.
Don't worry, Max. We're heading to the Upside Down Tower after this anyway.
Heartbeat increasing.
Yeah.
Eyes
It is-
dilating.
Yeah.
It is not my decision alone to take. Come with me, and we will have a proper discussion.
Very well.
And she will take you to another corridor of the same square, where is a place where she can still see the crowd of people, but you're in another perspective, and from there you see a face that you have been described to before, but you've never seen face to face, as you see the albino tiefling
Oh no.
for the very first time in front of you.
Oh, Zavaris.
Yes.
Ah, shit.
And while that happens, Martok and Brutus make their way to the town hall. The town hall is like right in front of the crowd of people, and you can still see through the multitude what Max is doing, and you see Avarice come into scene, but you are now in front of the town hall. The door appears to be locked, and if you pay close attention, there's definitely people inside.
Well, can we see the people inside?
The windows are barred and the door is locked.
Ah. If I could see them, I can telepathically communicate with them to open the door. And Brutus, are we just gonna knock and pretend it's no one here and then we sneak in?
Why would we knock?
Oh, you think you can open the door?
No. But I'm just imagining like us trying to squeeze in through a doorway at the same time that it opens.
You want to try and find? Hey, didn't we find out that there's another door into this house around the side? Maybe there's a servant's whatchamacallit door.
Oh yeah, maybe.
That was East Heaven's town hall, not this one.
Are
Yeah,
you sure?
This one doesn't have servants, so there's no servant door.
Okay.
I'm just joking. It's
Plus, I worry about if we knock on the door, our footsteps are right here in the snow. It's definitely well, but I guess we look like any other footprints in snow.
Walk backwards.
Let's try it. We might as well try it.
But where are you going?
What is the plan here, Martok? To speak to the speaker?
I want to save the people within the house without any red wizards outside the house, knowing that we've saved them. And whatever red wizards are inside, we dispatch it, or whatever you say.
Okay.
So free people in here while no one knows they're freed, and then we have at least a little force on our side.
Okay. Let's go. I mean,
Is
we might as well try it.
Yeah, is there any other door into this house at all?
Are there
Scouting
any
the outside.
windows on the second floor?
There's a second floor and there's windows on the second floor, but there's also a door in the back side of the town hall, but it's also closed.
Huh. You want to get
Well, what
boosted
if
up?
Yeah, and then I can help you up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, that would be athletics.
Yep.
For both of you.
Yep.
Shit.
Ooh. Wow. Helping me up, is that flat?
What do you mean?
Do I get help with Brutus trying to help me up to the second floor? Does that count as
There is
helping?
1 athletics for each of you.
Okay.
You two manage to boost each other up and then help the other to come back up, or not back up, like to go up, and now you find yourselves in the rafters of this second floor.
I will try to find a window.
There's windows, and the windows that lead into these rooms, some of them appear to be regular rooms, and some of them appear to be offices, but none of them have people in them.
Oh.
Are any of them open or able to be opened?
As you try to get your get one of the windows to open, they just don't.
They just don't? Okay.
They just don't.
Let's see what we got here. Yes. I got nothing that can open the windows. Short of breaking them. You don't have a crowbar? Or any tool of a fashion where you can pry open the window?
Let me dig into my thief's bag real quick. I got nothing.
Okay, I'm going to pour water underneath the window seal and then shape water into ice and break the seal.
Sounds awesome.
What are you doing again?
I'll pour enough water underneath the window and make it into ice so that it expands. It will eventually crack the window. That's my idea anyway.
Wow. Okay. I will give you 1 stealth with advantage.
Okay. Second. Get to it. My stealth with disadvantage, so I have to roll it twice. How do I delete this disadvantage? I can't.
Why do you have disadvantage?
Because I have. You said stealth.
Yes.
And stealth is with disadvantage because I have blah 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 armor on. Well, maybe disadvantage overrides it. Maybe it overwrites it. Okay, it overwrites it.
No, I mean, if you have disadvantage from your armor, but advantage from the invisibility, I've just been rolling straight.
Okay.
And as you make these eyes into the window doesn't shatter, but instead it breaks uniformly, or not uniformly, but like it doesn't explode, and you're able to remove the crystal shards and make an opening for you to get inside. And while this is happening, Avarice arrives, and she uses her mage hand to receive this paper of yours. Do you give it?
Yeah.
And the mage hand takes it to her, and she analyzes it. It is a what check again?
Let me pull up the thingy.
Wisdom?
Nope. It is
It isn't?
special.
Wow.
The DC is a wisdom
They can
saving
investigate
throw.
it, yeah?
It's a wisdom saving throw. DC of 8 plus my intelligence plus my deception.
Wow.
Yeah, but they can the check they do is investigation, yeah?
No, it's a wisdom save. Well, yeah, it's a wisdom saving throw at the end. If a creature uses its action to examine the paper, yeah, the same DC but investigation.
Oh, okay, so the wisdom is to be affected by the spell, and then they can check the paper.
Yeah, so it's more effective if I'm waving it around and trying to be coy.
Aha,
Okay.
then handing it
But-
over. Gotcha.
But she wants to get it and
Yeah, but
examine
she
it.
seemed very adamant about actually.
So the spell goes through, and you see that she sees this as, like, she sees the magic taking effect on her, but she is gonna examine it very thoroughly. So investigation is intelligence.
Uh-huh.
What is the DC?
So it's 8 plus my deception of plus 7, so that's 15, 16, 17,
Jesus.
18. It's 18.
Ooh. She reads the paper and looks up at you and says, I see. You're trying
Did
to
she,
deceive me.
real quick, as I see that, and with my chronal magic, I twist time just a few seconds in reverse and chronal shift her.
And she backs to examine it. And
A
this
flicker in
time
reality.
she says, this is but a page. Where is the book?
This is but a page, as you think that the Frost Maiden got to where she was without being cautious. And this is a diplomatic meeting, if nothing more. I'm here to make a deal. I'm not one to be holding on to such precious items. I'm just a construct after all. What's to say that once you get the items you want, that these people are actually free to go?
Roll deception.
Da, 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 da. Please,
Because
please,
she's not affected by the
Oh, nice.
she's not affected by suggestion. She can actually go against you.
Yeah.
But your words sound pretty convincing. And she looks doubtful at first, then shares a look with Villeneuve. And they kind of, you get the sense that they're doing the same thing that Martok does. But then they look back at you and says,
Real quick.
we don't.
Oh, that was my advantage because I'm passing myself off as someone else and it's in hat 20.
Holy shit. Okay. You made me forget. Hold on.
That's the point. Haha, I got you.
Yeah.
And what is it that your gut wants?
She
Oh
wants
no, I
you.
mean she already says that she needs the people alive, and what she means is, uh, she said like what she wants to get us the book.
What will get them the book? Yeah. Free these people. I and make some. We need a binding form of agreement that you will not pursue the rest of these people and let them live out their days in this eternal suffering of winter.
If we let out these people, what tells us that we will not get the book?
Out of character. The other thing they wanted was the professor orb, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is Avarice that is speaking. The professor is more like Veline thing.
Okay, so what do these people want in specific? Is it just the book?
Avarice is asking about the book, but based on what you were told by the people at Caer Dineval,
Mm-hmm.
Veline wants the orb too.
Okay. Um. My bullshit is running out. Um. Wait, I have to look at something real quick because this actually affects the other people. I think I fucked up. Yeah, suggestion is concentration. Invisibility is gone.
I know. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to break it.
They I will say you waited till your companions ran
Stalled
around
for
the
enough
corner
time. Yeah.
and then cast a suggestion, and then what your friend's been doing
Got you.
Yes,
was
because
the what is this called? The stealth checks were good, so
yeah, because
Mhm.
an ice creature is clanking as they walk.
and since you two are already inside the town hall, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking and say so yeah, she asked me the same question I asked her. Well, would you call a god a liar? What use do they have of lies? What use do they have of this book that you so desire? If you want to fulfill your quests and your ambitions, that is none of her concern. This country and its people are what she desires to spread misery to, but that does not extend to your ongoings.
Gods can be everything. There are gods for power, there are gods for magic, there are gods for deceive. Being divine doesn't mean you being divine doesn't mean you don't have the ability to lie. And then Velina is gonna say, I'm also certain that I lost a artifact that I need back in the island of Solstice. As far as I'm aware, your goddess resides there. Maybe this orb can be obtained and brought back.
That could certainly be a quest we put our followers onto. And I believe that if it's on the island, then there should be no qualms with getting it. There are many such lost artifacts on that island from the many people who have tried and failed to seek things on her resting grounds.
And Avarices. And the book.
And the book, if it is there, then it is yours for the. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The book is under her possession, and should these people, and when these people are freed, it will come to you. It will come to you as quickly as a simple summoning, as if it was in your hands and possession the entire time.
Roll. She already believed that you are indeed an agent of the Frost Maiden. But this time it is a
Persuasion?
persuasion check.
Go on, Mac.
All right. Blah.
Do you have any more rerolls?
No, I used the other one far earlier.
Yeah.
I am not convinced. Taking this town hostage was no easy task. We will not let go unless we have what we want.
As a what was it? So I'm going to cast subtly spellcast alter self. As I'm saying, very well then. If you won't believe the face of a summons, perhaps a avatar of the one you are dealing with herself would do, as I transform myself into a image of the Ice Queen in her spiky ice form, as my elemental body kind of contorts and more spikes kind of jet out from the shoulders and the hands and grow just like maybe a foot or two, and make myself look a little bit more intimidating as I stand before them.
Grows a foot or two, gets to a height of 4 feet 5.
Yeah, normal person height.
While that happened, inside of the town hall, what are you two doing? You're currently on the second floor in a dormitory room.
I think it's time to call it. I'm about to fall asleep, and I gotta get up in 7 hours.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're past the session end time.
All right, next week then.
Next week, we will see how this unfolds.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of
Damn.
fun. I'd love to stay longer. Really
You know
tired.
what's really messed up is I might not be able to make it next week. I'll be able to make it in call at very least, but I don't know if I'll have access to like roll 20.
Okay.
Okay, that sounds good. We will figure it out.
All right.
Thanks for coming. Bye bye.
Yep.
Bye.
See you guys. It was great.